Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you are new here, hello, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing, and if you are back, as always, welcome back. Today I am here with an unboxing of a recent new release from Diamond Art Club. This kit came out a few weeks ago and I couldn't resist buying it, and I did see when I bought it that it, along with most of the other new releases this week, if not all, were going to be pre-orders and expected to ship a couple weeks later. And this did ship and it arrived, and I am really looking forward to sharing it with you all today. I wanted to unbox it right away because it just looks so cozy and very befitting of the name, which is Cozy Cabin. This is by the artist Steve Reed, and this tiny little thumbnail of an image is not going to give you a good look at these details, but there is going to be a bigger image inside this box that I will be sure to show you so we can take a look at that a little more easily together. But the size on this is going to be pretty big, you guys. It's 98 by 70 centimeters or 38.6 by 27.6 inches. It is going to have square-shaped diamonds. And so let me tell you a little bit just kind of about like the features on the box and whatnot, then we'll open it up and take a look. So do keep in mind that if you haven't noticed, some of the new releases that Diamond Art Club has been coming out with the past couple of weeks, a couple of these new releases that are also pre-orders at the moment had a little detail in their descriptions. If you flip through the images, Diamond Art Club, yes, is getting a huge upgrade to their packaging and their toolkits. So I cannot wait for when I'm going to be getting into one of these unboxings with you and showing you the new packaging. So I guess just cherish these ones with the older packaging for the moment. Anyway, so on the current packaging, Diamond Art Club has this blue branding here that goes with their kits that come with square-shaped diamonds. And then on the back of the box, there is some information about how to diamond paint, how it works, some instructions, and then here are your kit contents. And then if you come down to the side and on the bottom, there is a QR code you can scan for 10% off your purchase. Now, if you're brand new to Diamond Art Club, I'm thinking of making your very first purchase, I do have a 20% off discount code you can use for first-time buyers. That is just my name, Katie, K-A-T-I-E, and the number 20. It is an affiliate code. I do sometimes get sent sneak peeks from Diamond Art Club, and I may make a small commission from anyone that uses that code. I always put that straight back into my channel and buying kits to unbox like this one and from other companies too. So thanks if you choose to use it, but no pressure. You're going to see some other discount codes. Oh, that came open. Some other discount codes just in this unboxing video. I would just very gently suggest that you take advantage of one of those discount codes. Don't pay full price for your order. Wow, that's got to be a really big bag of trolls in there because that was really not wanting to come out of that box. So let me show you the toolkit first, which was open and those tweezers came out, but okay. So you're going to get a pen and squishy. The color on those is going to vary. And we also have some thin plastic multi-placers. There's a 4-placer and a 7-placer. You can pop those in the end of your pen to try your hand at placing more than one diamond at a time. You also have a pair of tweezers. They are a bit sharp on the end, so I do recommend keeping that cover on when you are not using them. We have some pink wax. There are a couple of pink hearts in here, and they do have a thin plastic film on them. You'll just want to make sure that you peel back before you go to load up your pen. And they come in a little caddy too, which is handy. We have some baggies, a bag of baggies. You can store your leftover diamonds in here. We have a tray with a tray stopper that you can pop in there that helps stop the diamonds from sliding out. We have a roll of washi tape. The print on this is going to vary, and I have a video that you'll find in the description box below that is where I demo the different ways that I use washi tape when it comes to diamond painting, and you might find that useful. And then we also have a cover minder. The style on this will vary. We have a pretty red rose in this one. These have magnets on the back, and you can use this to help hold back the plastic cover if you like. So that is our toolkit. Like I said, that's going to be getting an upgrade very soon. We're starting to see it roll out in some of these new releases. And when there are updates like this, it does tend to be a gradual rollout, and you know, kits that they already have in stock, you know, that have this packaging at the moment, you know, when you order, you may get kits with the old packaging and some kits with the new packaging. So it'll be, you know, there'll be some turnover, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We have a smaller logbook sticker here, and there will be a bigger picture of the image inside that bag there. But I like using this on my paper logbook. Once I start working on a kit, I like that it has the picture and some of the stats. Other people use this on the end of the box to help organize their stash better, or you can find something crafty to do with it. Everything else is going to be in this bag. Let's take a look together. All right, so this is a big kit. Probably not going to all fit in frame, but I will get you a picture of the whole thing later if not. Look at all, oh my gosh, look at all these little details that are being revealed just as we unroll it. This is just, oh my gosh, it's so cozy and so incredibly cute. Okay, so we do have our bag of diamonds. We will take a closer look at these in just a little bit. Let me just show you a little bit of the canvas before we look at what else was included. So if you're finding that your canvas is wanting to roll in on itself like we have here, you can either wait. Diamond Art Clips canvases are self-flattening, or you can roll it back the opposite direction. I'm taking a little shortcut and just rolling at the ends there and not doing the whole thing. But you know, you can roll the whole canvas back the opposite direction, and that's not gonna hurt the canvas or the glue or anything. So anyway, so we have up here kind of like the desk, the lighting, those doors. I was looking at the original artwork again before unboxing this and just really loving all of the tiny little details. It's like everywhere I looked, I was noticing something new. I love the kitty cat over here. We have the mug of coffee and the book. Like, I want to be where this is. This is so cozy and so happy. Do you notice we have a little puppy dog under this coffee table? It's so cute. We have snacks, we have candles to set the mood, we got a drink over here. Like, it's just, it looks like the perfect setting for all things cozy and wonderful. The bookshelf up here has tons and tons of cute, immaculate little details on it. Even like the lanterns and the lighting that we have in here, the pictures on the walls. Like, it's just, this is going to be one of those fantastically magical kits that every single time you open up a new section to work on, you are going to have something new in the image that you're getting to work on, and it's going to be never a dull moment. You know what this reminds me of? This artwork strongly reminds me of sort of the composition. Everything reminds me of a kit called Beauty and Chaos from the shop Muni Made that I worked on and completed, and I loved every single second of working on that kit because even though the color palette maybe was a little more neutral and I might have otherwise gotten bored with it, there really is something that is so nice and really engaging about there being so much going on a canvas, in every single different element of it. You're never bored, and it's like you get that rewarding sense of like a finish and a finished part of the image in every single section in a way that sometimes you don't get when you have a really large subject and maybe there's less going on in the background. So this kit I have been so excited for since it was in voting, because I just felt like it had the same feeling to it. It gave me the same sense as I had when I worked on Beauty and Chaos. So anyway, let me show you what else is included before I continue just going on and on about that. We do have a thank you note from the founder here on the front of this pamphlet that has some other helpful info in it, including here's what's included in your kit, and some step-by-step instructions, or sorry, the step-by-step video instructions. Here you can scan that QR code. I also have a diamond painting for beginners video along with some other helpful videos you'll find linked in the description of this video. We have a link to the VIP Facebook group, which that's a handy resource you can join once you've made your first purchase. Some step-by-step instructions written out for you along with some tips and tricks. Here is yet another discount code, and then there are QR codes for the mobile app, which you do get 20% off your first purchase through the app. So you could really be strategic about using those discount codes if you wanted to. We do have 2 larger sticker sheets. They each have the title at the top, Cozy Cabin by Steve Reed, a spot to write your start and end date. And here is that promised look at the original artwork. You can see that there is so much to this piece in the best way. I love it. I just noticed that you can see the reflection of the fire in the fireplace in this window, and even some of the hanging lights. Are those hanging lights on the trees? I don't think they are. So just so much attention to detail. This is amazing, and I love it. I'm going to keep saying that. I mean it. Here are the stats again in the SKU. And then over here, we do have a set of pre-cut sticker labels. They got cut slightly off. I'm hoping this isn't going to cut off any of the symbols in a problematic way, like that triangle. I will try to make do. That is kind of a bummer, but I mean, you don't usually see this with Diamond Art Club's kits, but I'm going to go ahead and point it out because I see it. It did print slightly off, but anyway, there's going to be a total of 89 colors in this kit, so it does require 2 sticker sheets. These are pre-cut labels. This seems to be printed a little bit better. And so I'm going to peel these off and put these on my storage containers when I go to work on the kit. The color codes that you see in the right-hand column, these come from the DMC color code system, which is the DMC brand of floss and cross stitch. There are a couple exceptions that I do want to make sure I point out though. First, anything under the number 150, which we have 3 of those, is going to be a special kind of diamond called an AB. We'll talk more about those when we're looking at the diamonds. At the end of the color list, you'll see a couple of things sometimes, including, like in this case, we have 3 colors that have letters at the beginning. We have one color with the letter L, and that is going to be an iridescent diamond, which is going to have a crystal effect. And then we're going to have 2 colors that have the letter Z, and those are going to be fairy dust diamonds that have a glittery effect. So we'll look at those as well, along with the ABs. And I also want to point this out. These are not special drills, like different than normal drills. But we do have 4 colors in this one that are in the 6,000s range. 6,000 range colors are actually Diamond Art Club exclusives. They have created these colors. It's not in the DMC, but Diamond Art Club makes all their diamonds in-house, which means they can make colors in-house. And they have been looking at where there are gaps in the DMC color code system and filling in those gaps when they're trying to make sure that we're matching the original artwork as closely as possible, which I love it. So we have 4 of those 6,000 range colors in this particular kit. So let me take you on a little tour of the features of the canvas itself. So we do have their branding at the top of Do What Makes You Sparkle, Diamond Art Club. The edges of the canvas are scalloped and finished. Yes, it is looking a little like wrinkled and bunched here. That's just because this canvas is large. How it was packed in the box with the diamonds, that is going to lay flat. It's part of the canvas materials features and just my own personal experience. The backing on the canvas is really soft. It's a plush material and is really nice to work on, especially in combination with the poured glue that Diamond Art Club uses. It's really sticky. I do not run into issues with diamonds falling off of my Diamond Art Club canvases. There is also, if you see where the light's catching this here, this features Diamond Art Club's new perforated plastic cover. There are these pre-cut sections in this cover. The full-size sections, as in like the ones that aren't necessarily cut off because they're on the ends, the full-size sections are going to be about 4 by 4 inches, about 10 by 10 centimeters. And if you want to use those to sort of have pre-sectioned off bits of plastic, the plastic cover on your canvas, you can. When you go to tear the plastic cover, where's that edge? Is it not cut all the way to the edge? It is not. Well, that's kind of annoying, but is what it is, I guess. The perforated lines didn't go all the way through this one. There would normally be perforated lines that go through like just from here and continue up. Let's see if it goes on the side. Okay, it is here on the side. So you can see where that perforated line is. No, you can't. There you go. You're just going to pull it on either side and give it a tug, and it will split along that perforation. So anyway, there is a color list up here at the top left. All 89 colors. That is quite a colorful kit, you guys. Goes most of the height of the canvas. You'll find a color list over here on the bottom right as well. A canvas this large, it would be really kind of inconvenient if you always had to be going and looking at the canvases on the side of the legends on the side of the canvas, especially with this many colors. So I'm highly going to recommend using these sticker sheets and using these sticker labels and however you're choosing to kit up your diamonds. That way you're not having to actually even look at the legend at all. You can just look at the symbol on the canvas, find the symbol on that sticker label wherever you've put it, where you're storing your diamonds, and it'll save you time and a little bit of headache too, I think. Down here at the bottom left, we have the title and the size and then copyright. So yes, this piece is legally licensed from the artist Steve Reed. It looks like Steve Reed works with MGL, which is a licensing house. It's all above board. Diamond Art Club does make sure that they are getting the permission of the artist, whether it's directly or through a licensing house, and are also compensating them as well. So that's the case with all of Diamond Art Club's kits, and I really appreciate that about them. Here we have their socials and another discount code, as well as down here at the bottom right, some information about their lifetime warranty. As long as you're the original owner and purchaser of your kit, you're covered under that lifetime warranty. That includes if you were to run out of any diamonds or have any trouble with your canvas or glue. All the details, I believe, are on the website, and you can contact customer support for help if you do have an issue. So the pages of this book are actually a good example of both color blocking and confetti, which you'll hear me talk about a lot. So This over here is a good example of color blocking, which is where you have a lot of the same color in a small area. You'll be able to use a multi-placer and move through areas like that a little bit more quickly. Also, this is color blocking. Over here is color blocking. So that tends to go faster. We do also have some confetti sprinkled in here. You can see little sprinkles of different symbols in here. There's better examples elsewhere too, like in here in this doormat. Confetti is where you have more color changes in a small area. Up here we have a lot of confetti, like the cat and the things on the couch. Those areas tend to take a little bit longer because you're changing out that color in your tray more often and maybe doing more single placing, but the payoff is you're going to get more detail, generally speaking. And so a kit like this that does have quite a lot of detail to it, I would expect to have a fair amount of confetti, but I do appreciate seeing some color blocking. You know, it's going to help parts of it move along, and I do really enjoy, like, look on the door frame, there's lots of color blocking. I like when a kit has a mix of both because confetti keeps it interesting, but color blocking keeps it moving. Here's a look at the bookshelf. You can see that it's not like there are these incredibly super crisp details of every single item, you know, on the bookshelves or in these picture frames, but I think that that's really okay because this artwork is large. There's a lot to it, and I think that the overall mood and feel of the artwork is going to be conveyed really well. And from what I observed, at least with the current sort of packing and packaging situation and whatnot, it seems like the largest boxes the Diamond Art Club has only accommodates up to the shortest side of a canvas being about 70 centimeters. So they really couldn't go larger than this. Also, things would just get really, I think, complicated from a customer standpoint even. So I don't know though, that's just my speculating and my observations because I've unboxed a lot of these kits on my channel. I realized that I didn't do this earlier, so I'm going to pop a picture up now on the screen of this whole canvas and frame so you can see it in all of its gorgeous glory and get a sense for all of it together. And I'm also going to go ahead now and grab a measurement and see if we are indeed true to size, which usually we are with Diamond Art Club kits, but I always like to double check. We're at 98 centimeters on the nose left to right, which is what it is listed as. And then top to bottom, this should hypothetically be 70 centimeters. And it is 70 centimeters on the nose. So we are true to size. Now let's take a look at these diamonds. Got a lot of colors to take a look at, you guys. There is the title of the kit here on the side of the pack of diamonds in case you store these separate from the canvas outside the box they came in, which would be really understandable given, like this is going to be hard to fit back in the box, I think. So I wouldn't blame you if you were like, I'm just storing them separately. It's going to be way easier. Okay, there is a look at that color spread. We have 89 colors in this one. That's, I think, part of why this is such a big pack of diamonds is it just takes up, we have that many packages. So let's take a look. So we have these are square diamonds. I'm already seeing some static in these. Static is usually pretty climate dependent, I've found, and I do live in a dry climate, and I find that my drills are more static prone from any company, really. And so if you run into static like this, I recommend cutting up a dryer sheet into small squares and tucking that into these bags and kind of shaking it around. That usually helps. You can also dip a cotton swab in alcohol or similar and just a little bit, and then kind of swirl it around in the bag, and that will also help with static. Here's one of our 6,000 range colors. I do know that browns were definitely one of those color families that there wasn't a lot to choose from in the DMC color code system, so not surprising that we're seeing some of those created for these kits. The DMC code for these, speaking of, is printed on these heat sealed bags. You'll have to cut these open to get to the diamonds. And it's up to you if you want to store these in like a structured storage container, like Elizabeth Ward or similar, or you could do baggies even. But when you've got 89 colors, you have to store that's going to mean you're going to need a lot of storage. My go-to is Elizabeth Ward containers. I probably have to use 2 trays to get this up. Here's another 6,000 range brown color. We haven't had any special drills yet. None of our special drills yet, but I see our first one here not too far into the strand. So here's our first special drill color. This is Z3856. This is one of our fairy dust diamonds. And if you take a look, you guys, you can see that there's a really subtle glitter coating on the tops of these diamonds. These are my favorite special drill that Diamond Art Club has. This is a nice like kind of ivory or a really pale pink or peach fairy dust color. It has a subtle shimmery effect. It's not nearly as bold and striking as some of the other special drills types you're going to see in this video, but I love the effect that they have. And we definitely are going to go through the canvas together, and I'm going to show you where the different special drills are going to be found. There's another 6000 range color. It's a blue. Here's our next special drill color. This is 141. This is an AB diamond. Now, AB stands for Aurora Borealis. These are named after the Northern Lights. And these, speaking of striking, have an amazing iridescent and eye-catching coating on the tops of them that has like a rainbow of colors reflected in it. These will definitely catch your eye on the canvas and really significantly highlight the areas that it has been charted. So you can go ahead and start guessing if you like. Where do you think some of these special drill colors are going to be? I think definitely in the hanging lights that we have, the string lights, maybe in the fire and in the candles, but I bet there'll be some other spots we'll find them too that'll be nice. Yeah, so 89 colors is a lot. Diamond Art Club typically averages more like this, anywhere from 50 to 60 range is more average, but starting around like a year ago or so, they started expanding into kits having more and more colors in them. So, and this kit is really colorful. There's a lot of different things going on. So I don't think I'm terribly surprised that they did this many colors for this one. Here's our next AB color. This is an orange color. It's 131, just a small bag of this one. So probably not a ton in here. In the canvas, I mean. And we should have, okay, there's our last AB. 107 is a cherry red AB. Where is that going to be? In the fire, maybe? Tiny amount of that one. And then here is our iridescent color, L445. Looking at these, and they almost look like a clear crystal, but they also have just like a tiny bit of is that like a pale? I think it's mostly clear. It's like I almost was seeing like a yellow look to them, but I don't think there is. I think they're just kind of a clear. So yeah, these, you see the mirror backing on these. The mirror backing is the flat back that's going to go on the canvas. It's going to cover up the symbol and really help with the reflectiveness of that really like light and crystal look of these particular diamonds. You don't see these in a ton of Diamond Art Club kits, and usually when they have been placed in a kit, it's because there's a spot that's just too perfect to not use them. So okay, here we go. Here's our last special drill color. This is Z3853, and this is more of like a light brown, almost an orange hue to it, fairy dust color. Again, just that really nice, subtle glitter coating you can see on these ones. I really like those a lot. Okay, this is the end of our last strand here. So just as a quick refresher, we had 3 ABs. We had the cherry red, the light orange, and the white AB. Then we had 2 fairy dust. We had the kind of light brown fairy dust color, and then like kind of light ivory, almost peach fairy dust color. And then we had the clear iridescent diamond. So taking a look at this canvas, let me try to like kind of start us. We'll do this maybe in quadrants and see if that works. As far as symbols go, okay. Let me make sure I'm looking for the right symbols. Okay, so here on the handle of the coffee cup, the white you see is a white AB. There's some of that light brown, almost with the orange hue of fairy dust in the coffee, or yeah, it looks like coffee to me, the coffee or tea itself. The edge of the book here, the white you see is white AB, as are the ends of these slippers. The white over here on the book pages is all white AB. And there's a bunch of that light ivory, light peach fairy dust is all along the top of this page over here. Hopping back over here, the white you see on the edge of the pillow, ooh, was one of the 310 bags open? That's the first, or is that the first drill that I tried to move out of the way and it just slid? I'll double check and make sure those are sealed. Okay. The white over here is white AB, as are these needles. I don't know if it's knitting or crochet. I don't want to say it wrong. I don't work in fiber arts, but I know that it's probably one of those two things because they're stuck in a little, looks like a yarn ball here. Then there's a little bit of the pale ivory fairy dust just right here, just like 4 of them. And there's some white ABs right here. Let me see. Okay, let's move up. There's some dots on these shoes. I assume kind of where the laces are going through. There's like 4 on this shoe and 2 on this shoe that are dots of that light brown fairy dust color. And then the chair, actually, this color looks orange in camera right here on the back of the chair. And then like some of these pieces on the back of the chair, some of that is the light brown AB, goes down this leg of the chair too. And okay, I haven't missed any of the iridescent color yet. I just wanted to check. Okay, so we're getting up into this section, and the white on this light bulb as well as the light around this clock are white ABs, as are the white lines on the computer screen. And then as far as, okay, these string lights, there's a line of the orange AB and then 2 dots of white AB in the middle. That's the case for each of these lights. There's a line of orange AB and then white ABs in the middle. Same with each of these. This one just has the white ABs in the middle. I don't see any of that iridescent diamond in any of those. I was curious to see if we might, but I do not. So I'm wrong about that one. There's some of the pale ivory fairy dust right here. Oh, and this red is this little X here. I'm not sure what that is in the image. That's a red AB. Is that like the seal on a like rolled up letter maybe? I think I was just looking at it. And then we have bits of the pale ivory fairy dust, you know, in various parts of kind of this background right here. So maybe where the light of the lamp is hitting. Okay, let's hop over kind of to the doors and see if we have anything kind of happening over here as far as special drills go. So these, which are the reflections of the string lights, or they're string lights hanging from the tree branches. The centers of each of those are going to be the orange AB color. And that's all I'm seeing as far as special drills go kind of in this area, which that makes sense. That's kind of a more muted part of the canvas. And so I think it's appropriate to not have it overwhelmed with special drills. I'm taking a peek because I'm starting to feel convinced that I've managed to miss where those iridescent diamonds are going to be. But let me keep going. I'm going to see what I can find. Oh, and I did. Okay, so the center of each of these string lights, including as we go along here and as they're draped over here and coming down here, there is one single solitary iridescent diamond, that clear color in the center of each of those lights. Okay, so did find them. We did find them after all. So just in each of one in the center of each of those little string lights. The ship over here, the white you see is going to be white AB, and then the whole like kind of arm and border of this lamp is going to be that pale ivory fairy dust color. The orange you see in the ship's sails is going to be the light brown or light with kind of an orange hue of fairy dust color, and there's a little bit of the ivory fairy dust in the ship's sails as well. Looking at what's on this bookshelf here, let me get you out of the glare. There's a line of orange AB right here. There's some of the pale ivory fairy dust right here. A line of white AB right here. There's some red AB sprinkled in this object, which is, a vase. It's a red vase. Okay. And then any in here? No, I don't think so. Okay, let's hop over to these lamps and these picture frames and see what we have over here. So these lanterns, the kind of light, it's a really light, I think it's about the lightest color you're seeing in screen. That's the light ivory fairy dust color that you're going to find throughout each of these lamps, usually in the arm that's holding them and the border as well. And I don't see any special drills over here in these picture frames. But here the logs in this basket have some of the pale ivory fairy dust in them, and there's a line of pale ivory fairy dust here. Now the fire itself, the flames do have orange AB in the flames, and then an outline of red AB around the outside. And any other special drills I'm missing? Yes, there's some of the light brown orangish fairy dust in kind of the logs down here too. Down here, the bricks, the stones on the front of the fireplace have some of the pale ivory fairy dust in them. There's 2 dots of white AB and 2 dots of orange AB in this lantern over here. And okay, let's move down to the bottom right half, or quadrant really. Okay. So over here, this bottle, is this like a bottle cozy? Is this holding the wine? I can't tell if it's a bucket or a bottle holder, but there's white ABs in here as well as down here. There's a line of red ABs on this. I assume it's kind of some kind of label on the side. There's some of the light brown fairy dust just over here on this table or trunk it's sitting on. And then in this book, which for some reason makes me think of like a scrapbook, or photo album, there's white ABs right here. There's orange ABs right in this. What is that? It was a pair of tickets, like theater tickets maybe. There's some of the orange AB and some of the light brown fairy dust in those. The outline of this white outline of this plate is white ABs, and then there's some of the light brown fairy dust in these pastries and some of the pale ivory fairy dust in those as well. In the candles, the flames are white ABs and in each of these flames, and there's some pale ivory fairy dust kind of in the middles of each of these. Our doggo down here does not have any special drills in him or her, but is still really cute, just kind of like tucked beneath that table, just patiently waiting for pets. And then there's a lot of the pale ivory fairy dust kind of doing some little intricate lines in this particular teapot, and there's a little bit of it up here. I don't think that goes into the chessboard itself, but there's just like a little line. There's a couple of the light brown fairy dust here and one single red dot of red AB. Oh, you couldn't see that. There's a red dot of red AB right here. Okay, so wow, a lot of special drills in this one, you guys. That took a little while to go through. I'm looking at the time for this video and holy cow. But a piece that's this big and almost really kind of like epic level, I feel like deserves to have some time taken with it so that you're really getting a good sense for what this kit has to offer. So I love where I'm seeing the special drill placement. My favorite is probably the ivory fairy dust that's in the lanterns. There's something about that that's really, really pretty to me. And of course, I do really like the clear iridescent kind of crystal-y diamonds that are going to be in the centers of each of those string lights. I think that's going to be perfect for those particular spots. So, but I mean, I really like it overall, but those are some of my personal favorites. So let me give you a really quick recap. This is Cozy Cabin by Steve Reed and is 98 by 70 centimeters and has a whopping 89 colors. So this kit is going to be a little bit like more of an undertaking just because of the sheer size and scope of it and all the details and everything. But I really feel like for example, this kit I would find so much more enjoyable to work on. I feel like it's really moving in a different way. Be really engaging, more than I would find like a landscape, for example, just because there is just so much going on. There are parts that have color blocking in them, and I truly, truly enjoy kits where it feels like I'm getting to work on just sort of distinct things in each section that I'm opening up, and it's not like I have to wait to complete the whole thing to actually see the image come together. So this is magic. I'm so glad that I picked this up when it released. I think it may be out of stock. I'm not 100% sure, but if it is out of stock, you can absolutely sign up for back in stock notifications as long as it has not been archived. We don't know when Diamond Art Club is going to archive kits or, what kits are on the chopping block. But if this is still available to, add to your wish list and sign up for back in stock notifications, I definitely recommend doing so because I think the Diamond Art Club may use that kind of information to determine what kits to potentially bring back and restock. So that's just kind of speculation on my part, or they may have said as much. I can't remember, but I would highly recommend doing so if that's the case. Anyway, please let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think of this kit now that you're kind of seeing it unboxed and getting into the details of it? Did you pick this up when it released? And is it, now on its way to you now that it is, out of the pre-order stage and in Diamond Art Club's hands? I'm really looking forward to hearing what you think. I really, really, really enjoy this one, and I'm trying to be really kind of picky about what kits I'm buying because my stash is just really out of control. But this one, I knew I was going to need this one. And that if with how much I enjoyed Beauty and Chaos from Unimade, that I knew that this one would probably be really the same. And my first impressions so far are that it is going to be the same kind of experience to work on. So I'm really looking forward to doing so. You guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoy getting a look at this kit. Please subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I do a lot of unboxings like this one from a lot of different companies, and also do things like tutorials and weekly whip and chats and whatnot. I'd love to have you here, so you can hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified when I share new videos. But either way, you guys, I'm really glad that you're here and that you took some time to watch this video today. Have a fantastic rest of your day and week, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.